Salifus corner. Goalkeeper Benassari gets it away. And it's a belt over goal. Emmanuel Nettey. Stupendous. This is magnificent. What a bullet of a strike from Emmanuel Nettey to put us ahead by 1-0.
Okay, Emmanuel, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations, you've won the Ghana Premier League, and for the first time for Accra Hearts folks since 2009. Did you believe you could win the Ghana Premier League this season?
Thank you very much for your time, George Ado. And yeah, I believed with the teamwork and the love we had for each other, we could, because I granted an interview 10 months ago in the studios of City FM, where I sounded so sure we were going to win the league. And me believing so much in God actually made me bring out that words. And I thank God today, those words I spoke out there in the studios of City FM has actually come to pass, and we are just so happy about it.
Look, it was not an easy season the way it went. Why were you confident at the start that you were going to win? Why were you confident?
I have this thing up with myself. I've never been a loser. Yeah, there's been battles I lost, but then I used to come back stronger to win them. And before I signed for Hearts of Oak, I actually came into a covenant with God. I want to leave my name in the history books of Accra Hearts of Oak. And my God has never disappointed me. I always keep saying, J Giddy Giddy, God is the reason. And people think it's just a mere saying, but I know what is attached to it. Whenever I say God is the reason, I came into a covenant with him. God, help me do this. Let me do this. And I believe right from the onset, before putting pen to paper, I knew before I leave Accra Hearts of Oak, we were going to break that long jinx.
You have. Is it a God thing or a little prayer thing that is on within the Accra Hearts of Oak players? Because I saw your goalkeeper Richard Atta tweet God and God and God and God alone. Have you guys been having long, all night sessions and praying every time or something?
Yeah, as a team, we have our prayer sections, and then individually, whatever we believe in. And I am a staunch believer of God. I believe is the epitome of whatever that happens to me in my life. He has been the head of my life. And ever since I relied and I trusted so much in him, he has never failed me. So it's been God individually and collectively as the team. Collectively with the team, it's also been God.
Wow. So let's talk about the season. Where do we start from? How have you managed working under maybe 3 managers in one season? How have you managed that?
Yeah, my first manager was Neo Doom, and then Ninoy took over, and then Papich came in, and then Coach Samuel Wade came in. It was great working with all those managers, and I actually learned so much from each and every one of them. I was just unlucky injury setting, but then they are part of our careers. So I just took the positives out of it, that anything that happens in my life is for a reason. God is taking me back, and then my comeback is going to be great. Aside the injuries that took place, I'm happy I was able to work with all these great managers, and then they added something to my playing, and I thank them. I thank them so much for what they've done for us.
Wasn't it challenging a bit, to have to start suiting different styles? So, Odum had to do something, Nino had to do something else, and Papesh had to tell you to do something, and then some Guedu came with something different. Were there a lot of differences in there, and how did you manage the challenge?
Yeah, there were a whole lot of differences, and then training under all these great coaches. But then it's up to you, the player, the mindset you have. Because I'm a player who thrives under any manager. Even if it's a new position, I quickly try to adjust, and then I just do it for them. It was challenging. We complained. Sometimes it's so difficult. But then, and as much as it's difficult, when you're having the right mentality, the right mindset, and you put it into prayers, I believe it's going to work. Because I've played different positions under all these managers, and I believe it's actually making me better than I used to be.
A lot of people have spoken about Salifu Ibrahim as one of the great sensations when he joined Accra Hearts, what he was able to do in the last few weeks of the season, or let's say in the second round of the season. You have played with him in midfield, and you are the best person to tell us what kind of impact Salifu Ibrahim, brought to Accra Hearts. And you felt it in the midfield, so tell us about him.
It was just great when he joined, and luckily for me, when he joined, he became my roommate.
Oh wow!
So I actually spoke to him since I was in the club before, and prior to this season, with the just truncated league season, I had an almost near perfect season when I joined out of folk. So I actually kept talking to him. Just keep his head cool, keep calm, do what he does best, and trust me, with the Phobian family, with the love they have for us, it's going to thrive. And there's one person who listens a lot. With his creativity we had in the midfield, more of the tax that was given to me last season was actually taken away. So I actually had to help Afutu more in the tackling, and then leave the creative best for Salifu to execute that. And I thank God we were able to create that formidable partnership and relationship, love for each other, speaking to each other, understanding, and then we created that great and strong midfield we have now. And I'm so happy. He really brought the charm he had at 11 Wonders to a big club like Atufuk, and I told him not to let the pressure get to him. Yes, this is Atufuk, the biggest club in Ghana. The supporters are going to talk. Everybody's going to talk. But just keep your calm, keep your cool. Go out and do what you know best for the benefits of the club. And trust me, your name is going to be a household name. And I thank God we are here today.
Look at that midfield of yours. Emmanuel Nettey, and I'm not putting any out that. And Sabotre is great as well. Benjamin Futu is great as well. Salifu Ibrahim these days. The four of you, Manaf, Umar, you've got such a crazy midfield. So how enjoyable is it to be with them on the pitch?
It's so fun. I just enjoy every bit I spend with them on the field, because we work as a team. It is not about any individual accolades, any individual performances, but then we go out there, play for the crest. And at the end of the day, we are being signaled out by the supporters. But then, hey, even if he wins the man of the match, he tells us, no, this is for the entire team. If Afutu wins, he tells us this is for the entire team. Because without us, he wouldn't have made it. And this is the love that has actually brought us to where we are today. Brought the happy faces, brought the happy smile to the faces.
Everybody. Yes, people are singing. And tell me about that song. What is this song? So where did that one come from?
You know, we love to pay attention not just to the songs we sing, but then the words in the song. Because if we pay close attention, we are asking God for his divine blessings upon our lives. I believe without that, there is nothing we can do. So we seek his face. Let his blessings fall on us. Yeah, people are going to do whatever they want from us, but without God's blessings, none is going to yield fruit. So we go on our knees, we pray to God to let the heavens, let the rains fall on us, let the blessings be upon us. And that has been one song our fans so much.
Charlie, it's in fact when the last time, I think one of the games, I can't remember, at the Crossport Stadium, when you won the game and the fans spent a lot of time there singing with you guys. I mean, it was chilling. I mean, to see how the song was having an impact. It's all good. Let's talk about Samuel Bwedu, your coach. Why do you like him so much? Because there's so much we see around you guys. Why do you like him so much?
Yeah, it's not just a coach to us. I see him to be a father, a manager to us, because it's fun to be around it with, jovial, prayerful, like everything a kid would want from a father. Yeah, he has the listening ears. Whatever our problems are, individually, he talks to us. He motivates us. Like it gives us so much. So if you have such a man working with, I don't think there will be qualms, there will be HS that is going to block us working for him. He's created a very serene environment for us that we can call on him on any time. And he's so down to earth, like so down to earth. He treats us like we are his brothers. But then yes, we know he's our coach. So when it's time for work, no jokes. After work, we can joke as much as we can.
Yeah,
it's a man I really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed working with.
Right, when you see him on the touchline and he's lifting his hands to the skies when you scored a goal and he's screaming, "Thank you, God! Thank you, God!" What does that do to you guys?
I actually saw the video after I scored against Olympus.
Yes,
where he raised his hands and he was just thanking God for. I was like, wow. I have actually not seen him celebrate that way before, because most of the times I am on the phone and when the goal is scored, we all running to congratulate our mate. But after the game, when I watched the video and our assistant coach dancing, I was like, yes, these are people who really love the colors of our club. These are people who want us to get somewhere in our life. I just love it. I just love it.
Good. So at which point in the season did you guys start feeling like it is coming home? Not the England coming home, but you guys felt that it is coming home. You are winning the Ghana Premier League.
I would say right from the start of the season, even though it was challenging, it was tough for us. At a point, we were 17th on the log, got to 14th. We were not given any dog chance.
Yeah.
We actually had to sit down, ask ourselves questions. Before the start of the season, we spoke to ourselves. We need to make a name. We need to curve an inch for ourselves. This is the time. We have 34 matches to play. We shouldn't get down because we've lost a game. 33 matches more to go. We have to take it match after match. Forget about our opponents playing. Let's concentrate on ours. Because at the end of the day, when we are done, we'll get to know their results. Let's get out there, get our 3 points, and then we see how it goes. So after we played Ash Gold in Obuasi, where we lost.
Yeah.
And then we actually came back, had a meeting, and we're like, it's a game. 3 points, it's gone. It's still not over. It is now. Now, this is the time. We have to start preparations towards winning the league. And then with the help of our coaches, our technical team, the entire body management, we actually came together, spoke, and then we took off. And by the help of God, whatever we prayed for,
it worked out. How disturbing was it for you that you couldn't win that Olympics game, the second leg? Yes, of course, you lost the first leg by 2 goals. Now that's fine, but you needed to win that game, to be right in touch with winning the Premier League. But you drew that game 1-1 after you had gone ahead with a fantastic goal that you put in yourself. How did it disturb you guys after you realized that it was 1-1?
Yeah, we were so disturbed because there's our neighbors, the rants and everything on Twitter, like on social media. Like we need to silence them for once. We need to put them to where they belong to. But then it's a game. It's either you win, you lose, or draw. We came into that game all charged up. We actually forgot we were the away team after we went ahead.
Yeah.
Because it was played in Accra, we thought we were still the home game. So we were still pressing for more goals. But then we forgot we were the away team, where we could have shielded and protected that one goal. But then it's a game. They had their chance, they took it, we drew. That wasn't the end of the road. We came back, our assistant coach, our coaches spoke to us. Yes, we have lost 1 point. It is not over. Let's concentrate on our next game. They are just Olympics, one of the 17 teams playing. So we're done with that. Let's concentrate on our next game. So we actually had to put that behind, even though it was heartbreaking for us because we needed to get that 3 points to catch up with Kotoko, who were actually first by then. And then the draw was actually a blessing in disguise for us.
Yeah.
So we just put that behind and then we surge ahead.
Right. So let's talk about the biggest game of the season, obviously, because Accra Hearts was play against Kumasi Asante Kotoko Sports Stadium. Before that game, what was your thinking? What were you thinking ahead of the Kotoko game in Accra?
I just had one thing behind me, which was to revenge. Because last season in the truncated league, they won against us 2-1 in Accra. We couldn't play the second leg. Yeah. So I actually wanted to settle my score with them. I don't want to lose against them. Yes, I don't want to lose against them. So I just had one thing behind me. We need to win. If we are going to play dirty to win, fine. If we are going to play good football to win, we just need the 3 points. Because it actually got to a time, we were actually playing all the beautiful football, but then the results weren't in our favor. So if we are going out there to play dirty to win, not to have an effect on our opponent, fine. We just playing our own game and then we get the 3 points. So with Kotoko, I just had one mindset. I need to revenge for that loss against them last season. So at the end of the day, I played 2 times against Kotoko. I lost 1, I won 1. That was it. So it was just one thing behind me.
In your mind. So you were pumped up. You were pumped up. The stadium had a lot of supporters. The hype, and we were part of the hype. Joy FM, the hype for it was big. With our ladies wearing their jerseys, everybody was looking forward to it. It was a game in 37 years that had not decided, or that was actually going to decide the Ghana Premier League title. You lose this one, you have lost momentum, and you came into it. After all the prayers had been said, everybody has lined up. You get onto the pitch, and then there's can you just take me through what you went through before you went off? Because this is a game that you really wanted to play. So just take me through it. So the game started, and what happened?
The game started, and before we actually came from the channel to the field for the normal handshake and stuff, which is not been done now. I was actually the last person left in the tunnel with 2 Kotoko players who were refusing to get onto the field. So
I see. I see.
Yes, I was actually the last person. So they were refusing to come, and I told my guys they should go. I'm also going to stay here with them because it's been long. It's been a long time. Anytime we are playing home, they are waiting. That's what they want, and this time we are not going to allow that. This is our home. This is our fortress. We need to we need to protect it. So if people actually paid close attention to the team photo, I was the only player who wasn't part of the team photo that day. Yeah. But then I didn't know where the Kotoko 2 players passed, but they were able to join. And I told my guy, it's just a team photo. Come on, let's go out there. So we went onto the field. The crowd, everything went so well. We started the game, and after just 5 minutes after a tackle on Fabio Gamen, and then I took the ball, I just had something like a tear in my thigh. And I was like, no, it just can't be today. It just can't be today. So after going down on the turf, it was so severe. I felt it was just one of those sharp pains which will quickly go off. So they were actually signaling me to be changed. And I told them they should hold on, but I'm going to come back. I came back onto the field. The pains was still severe. Tried running around, and then we had a free kick. So at that point, I was like, I'm going to take this free kick to see if I could actually continue the game, because I was finding it so difficult to run, and I needed to play this game because the supporters came. They wanted to see me, and before that game, it was against Legon Cities. I was serving a suspension.
Yes.
Yeah, people were like, it's been so. If I'm serving a suspension, and it is because of this game that I'm serving that suspension, and after 5 minutes, I'm going off. I'm going to feel disappointed. But then I only took solace in one thing. What if I played and then we lost? Maybe I had to sacrifice for the team. I had to go off for the team to win. And we have equally good players on the bench who can fill whatever void that has been created. So after taking that free kick, I realized, it's just one of those days where a bad day in the office where I can't continue.
And you're shaking your head. So what was going through your mind when you're going off? Yeah. This is the house game.
Afutu actually got to me and was like, my brother, are you going? I'm like, yeah, bro. I wanted to continue, but I can't. I know you're going to hold it for me. I know you're going to do this for me. Just keep them on. Just cheer them up. Talk to them. I know what you're going to do. Yeah, but then just do this for me. That was the last word I spoke to Afutu, and then I was straight off the field.
Now, when the goal was scored, how did you celebrate? Do you remember?
I was actually in pain, but at that moment I forgot I was injured.
My God.
I actually had to get up with the one leg, was limping so bad. But then actually had to, because it was like everything to me. This point is going to take us to the top of the log. It's going to give us a better head-to-head over them. Our officials were stopping. I'm like, no. We know players who have been rejected to play, but I'm not playing. Let me just go through this pain for the love I have for the club. Let me just go through. It's going to be worth it. Wow. And it was actually worth it.
Such a story. What do you make of the fans and how much the fans contributed to creating an atmosphere that made it difficult? Look, because now I had a piece out on the Hearts of Oak versus Olympics game. That game, I underrated that game, and I realized that it was being bigger than the Hearts of Oak game. So tell me about the fans. What do you make of the fans?
They've been so amazing, and it's actually started in the truncated league against Kotoko when we lost. Yeah. The way our supporters behaved, the way they received us, I was like, they are so amazing. They've been so amazing. They've been so supportive. They've just been wonderful. And then thank God when we were able to find our feet. Yeah, people are like, Kotoko supporters are like, and I'm like, no, this time our supporters have taken over. Because anywhere they see you, anywhere they meet you, they make you feel at home. They make you feel like you are part of, like you are doing something so great in their lives. And it's been so amazing. It's been so amazing. It's been so amazing. So amazing. I just can't find the right words to describe our supporters now. But the love they've shown to us, I just thank God. I'm part of this family. I just thank God.
Yeah.
I'm part of this family.
And you have made your names because you are now part of the, medal winning, or the title winning Accra Hearts of Oak side. Okay, so now there is a little bit about the MTN FA Cup, and I've heard the fans screaming double. Are you giving them the double?
We are done with the league now, and that is our focus.
Okay.
We are leaving no stone unturned.
Yeah.
We want to go all out.
So you fight it there.
Yes, we are going to fight with our last breath. Yes, we want to make history in a grand style.
In a grand style. Are you already dreaming about the CAF Champions League games already? Have you been watching the 64 Battalion already? What is going through your minds now? Because you're candidates for the CAF Champions League now.
Yeah. Now I just want to come back from the injury.
Yeah.
Start full skill training, and then I'll just take it from there. It's a gradual process. I got J Gidi Gidi. I don't want to rush anything.
Yeah, I like that. J Gidi Gidi. J Gidi Gidi.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's really been good speaking to you guys. Are there any other plans for jubilation, or because the FA Cup is not over, the jubilation is on way? Dr. Nyaho Tamako says they popped 4 expensive champagne bottles, so that one alone is not bad. But I told you that the players want more. What do you think?
They are in the helm of affairs. We are just going to savor this moment for as long as it takes. We are just going to enjoy every bit of it. 10+ years.
Yeah.
And we happen to be part of this. Yes, the league is done. We are waiting for the draw of the FA Cup. Once we get to know our opponents, preparation starts towards that. And then finally on the day of coronation, that is where we are going to have our big party.
Okay, good. Just a quick one. I don't know if you can go through this one. This one, you can decide to answer or not to answer, but I just wanted to go through that. So who is the best singer in the Accra Hearts of Oak squad?
The best singer?
Yeah, if you want to give an award to the best singer, who are you giving to? The best musician in the Accra Hearts of Oak squad?
Wow.
If it's a tie, let me know.
Yeah, more like that.
More like that. So who and who? Who are the guys who can sing? Who and who?
I'm actually one.
Okay, you. Is that why it's difficult for you to say Okay, so yourself and who?
There's Ben Mensah.
Okay.
Our goalkeeper.
Yes.
Ben Mensah. Yeah. Our assistant coach, Hamza.
Hamza can sing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So the three,
Yes.
these are the three singers or musicians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let's talk. So who is this? Who is the Jama leader of the squad?
This same three.
You are the same Jama. Okay. So you lead the
Yeah.
Jama. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who is the most jovial person? Who makes you guys laugh a lot in camp?
Patrick Razak.
Patrick. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's saying crazy things, right? He's saying crazy things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. In the camp, who doesn't joke with his sleep? When it's time for sleeping, you go and hide in place and sleep.
Sleep. I think Mohammed Al-Hassan.
Mohammed Al-Hassan. He doesn't joke with his sleep at all.
Yeah.
Okay. And who wakes up early? If when you guys are in camp and you are camping a hotel, who wakes up first? Who's the guy who wakes up very early?
Larry Smiler.
Larry Smiler. He doesn't like sleeping. You wake up. Okay. Now, when it comes to food, who is up the ladder? When in terms of food, in school, I wasn't. My ranking was very poor. Who has a serious ranking? It's you,
Yeah. It depends on the type of food.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Kinky.
No,
if it's Kinky, Banku, you are in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, I hold that record. I actually hold that record. I don't think anybody can actually take that from me. They actually got scared when we played against Olympics.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because prior to that, I don't want to say this.
Yeah, you took some Banku, eh?
Yes. They were so surprised, like
they
were, and after the game, we were like, okay, that brought about that goal. So you need to double. I'm like, yeah, but then
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. I mean, it's been really nice speaking to you. And once again, congratulations on winning the Ghana Premier League. And we hope that you can win the FA Cup and go to Africa and make Ghana proud as well. And hopefully we see you guys on the top stage. It's been really, really good and everything. But how have you been following the action on social media? Because social media has been very loud with Accra Hearts of Oak as well.
Yeah, it's been. I myself, I have so many notifications. I'm not being able to. So many messages, so many calls coming.
After the game, eh?
After the games,
yeah.
So, like, if you don't take it, you're going to step on somebody's toes because you're going to reply to somebody and then you won't be able to reply to somebody. But I thank God some of our fans have the patience. They know after the game, you can't quickly reply them. Some takes weeks, months before we are able to reply them. But then we are learning more of this social media stuff to be able to cope with our fans and stuff. Yeah. Excellent.
Iman, thank you so much for your time. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.